Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm bringing you the next episode of how to save money on groceries in Austria, and today we are going to talk about Lidl. I'm going to go through some tips, some strategies, some ways to save on groceries in the discounter store Lidl, which is a German franchise and it can be found all over the place. It is very easily accessible and available for most people around Austria. So I figured it is important to talk about it, and it is definitely a place where you can save money on groceries. Of course, Lidl is a discounter, which means that it traditionally sells typical grocery items and also non-grocery stuff cheaper than other normal retail stores, other grocery stores, which belong into the more traditional type of supermarket. Typically, discounters offer a limited range of variety when it comes to their products, but their products are cheaper. In my previous video, I was talking about the Spar group, so if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check that one out as well. And prior to that, I also collected some generic tips on how to save money on groceries in Austria or in general, wherever you are based around the world. So the whole playlist is going to be linked down in the description box below. Make sure to check them out if you are looking to save money on groceries. And now let's talk about Lidl. The first and probably most obvious thing that we should talk about is the weekly flyers that come out with all the discounted and sales items of a specific period. The sales cycle in Lidl is actually not a week long, but it is only 3 days long. So the sales cycles are very short. And there are also some special shorter periods within those 3 days, usually, where there are additional or different products going on sale. So you have to be very attentive to the sales cycle and to the dates when each item is on sale, because in the flyer you will find at least 2, if not more, different sales cycles and different time periods where the sales apply. So you have to be attentive to the dates, but I have mentioned this in my previous videos multiple times because this is definitely an issue that can pop up, and that happens to me as well many times that I didn't look up the dates correctly. So Lidl has normally 2 main sales cycles within the week. The current flyer comes out around Tuesday, Wednesday time, and the discounts and sales of that flyer applies from Thursday onwards. And then from Thursday, there is one sales cycle from Thursday to Saturday. And then from the next Monday, there is a second sales cycle from Monday to Wednesday. But all of these will come in the same flyer. The flyers you can access online or in the Lidl application. I don't think I have ever seen a Lidl flyer like a physical one unless in the store, but probably if you receive flyers in your postbox, then the Lidl one is among them as well. I have a sticker on my postbox that I don't want to receive flyers, so I don't receive any of them. But if you don't, or there are now apparently stickers which I have seen where you actually request for the advertisement and the flyers to be inserted into your postbox. So if you have that, then you probably receive the physical version. I typically look at the online version or sometimes in the app itself. Let's take a look at the flyer, which is already available today, which is Tuesday, the 13th of February. And this flyer will apply from Thursday, the 15th onwards. So this is the first page, and as you can see, they have bis to 50%, which means up until 50% discounts coming up next week or from Thursday onwards. As you can see in the first page and in the first half of the flyer, you are going to find sales which are between the 15th and the 17th from Thursday to Saturday of this week. On the first page, typically they have some groups of sales that they have, and then in the next pages you will see more details and more products within those groups. The first page already highlights that there are also weekend sales from the 16th to the 17th, so Friday and Saturday. They have the so-called Super Wochenende, so the super weekend, when they have up to 50% sales on certain selected items, but these items and these product prices will only be available during those 2 days. So as you can see on the first page already, these are the weekend sales coming up for the next Friday and Saturday. The vegan bio soy milk will be half price. That's a very, very, very good price. There will be also some eggplants for sale for 49 euro cents. So these prices are very nice. What you need to pay attention to here though, with the soy milk, for example, that it says Nur gültig mit Lidl Plus. This means that you can only get this 64 euro cent price if you have the Lidl Plus application. You downloaded it, you registered, you are actively using it, and you get it scanned upon checkout when you are paying. Otherwise, every other normal customer who does not use a Lidl Plus card will have to pay the 129 original price. So they have these little markers next to each of the items or each of the sales prices which are only available with the Lidl Plus application. So it is definitely worth it to get the app if you would like to do your weekly shopping in Lidl or you go there quite often. But then on the next page already, these items will be on sale from Thursday onwards already. So if you go to the store on Thursday, you can get these on this discounted price, but if you go on Thursday, you will not be able to get these sale prices. Up here in the corner, you can always see which dates and which days the sales of that specific page apply to. So these are all from Thursday to Saturday, and then these as well. And here they have a special marketing hack. They included something different in their flyer, which is not just for this specific sales cycle, but it is supposedly applied long term. They have matched the prices of vegan items to the prices of non-vegan options. So 1 liter of milk is 129 and 1 liter of almond milk is also 129. 1 kilo of lasagna bolognese is 3.99, and then this one is only 400 grams, so the price of this one is only 159. So if you would buy 1 kilo, you would get almost the same price. There is 1 euro cent difference between the two, and so on and so forth with the chicken nuggets, vegan nuggets, cheese and vegan cheese, and so on. And they included this in the flyer because obviously they would like to raise your attention to it. They would like to win vegans to come and shop in their store. So if you are a vegan and you are looking for cheap alternatives, or if you're looking to become a vegan, here you can definitely find some reasonably priced options. Then of course Lidl also sells non-grocery items, so clothing, kids' toys, some random household equipment, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is promoting some handy tools as well. So the structure of the flyer is always starting from the Thursday to Saturday sales, including the weekend sales for groceries. Then comes the other non-grocery products for the same period. And then you continue with the non-grocery products until you reach the middle point of the flyer, which will then switch promptly to the next sales cycle. So this page is still from Thursday onwards, we have these items on sale, and then suddenly we switch to Monday from the 19th of February, then you have a different sales cycle. What I typically like to do is to skip this whole part and go to the back, the end of the flyer and start from back to front for the next sales cycle. Typically, however, I do my shopping on Thursday or Friday, most often on Friday, because that's when I also can get the weekend deals as well as the deals from that sales cycle. But if I were to go between Monday to Wednesday, I would just skip to the last page and read the flyer from back to front. The second half of the flyer is structured exactly in the opposite way as the first part. The first part starts with the groceries and ends with the non-groceries, and then the second sales cycle and the second part of the second half of the flyer starts with the non-grocery items and then goes into the grocery. And most of the shopping that I do in Lidl is gonna be for grocery items. So this is the last page. As you can see, these sales are from next Monday to Wednesday, also these ones. And then I go to the front and then look through the groceries that are on sale within this period. Typically, between Monday to Wednesday sales cycle is not so super exciting, meaning that there are probably no special days within that cycle where they have special days on those selected dates. But it can definitely happen, and I can show you that, for example, for this week, so currently they have a special sale for 2 days within the Monday to Wednesday sales cycle. They have a Tuesday and Wednesday period where they have Valentine's Day products on sale. As you can see, it is marked accordingly between 13th and 14th. They have, of course, flowers on sale or flowers available, because normally these products are actually not available, which are special promotion, limited edition things just for this period. They are not necessarily on sale, but they are specifically available just during these 2 days. And probably also, if they have some leftovers, you will be able to get them after Wednesday until they run out. And they may also be discounted from Thursday onwards for a cheaper price, since they were limited edition special promotion just for a specific holiday, for Valentine's Day. If they have any leftovers, there is a likelihood you can get your hands on them on Thursday or after the promotion dates are over on a discounted price. So if you would like to get some flowers, but not necessarily for Valentine's Day, go to Lidl following Wednesday and you can probably get some better deals. You might have noticed the difference between the flyer and the sales and the type of sales in Lidl and Spar if you have seen the previous episode. What I noticed is that the sales that you can access in Lidl are for one item usually, so you don't have to purchase 2 or more of a specific item in order to get the sale price, which is of course quite nice because you don't always want to buy more of the same item to get the sale price, because sometimes you just need one of something and you don't want to stock up, or you are a single person living alone who will not be able to use up certain things which are on sale, but you have to get 2, 3, 4 of them. And then if you cannot use it up before their expiration or best by date, then of course that would be a waste. So in this case, or in this sense, Lidl is a bit more generous because you normally don't have to stack up and bulk up on a bunch of items in order to get a sales price. The sales apply for individual items directly. Before we move on to the Lidl application and I will give you a tour, I wanted to mention a few other things that are not included in the flyer or in the app, but can be accessed in the Lidl stores. These things are not guaranteed. You might not always find them, and you might not find them in all Lidl stores. I have 2 Lidl stores close by to me, so I usually go to one of the 2. And in one of them, they have a so-called Rette mich box, which means Save Me box. And this is a box of fruits and vegetables which are kind of over their prime. They don't look beautiful anymore. They don't look very fresh. Usually they are still good to eat, but you have to process them and eat them within the next 1-2 days. And then they put a complete random variety of fruits and vegetables into a box this size, so quite big actually, for €3, or at least the last time when I bought it, it was €3. And then you get a selection of random things that you cannot define yourself, but the store puts together for you. And this is to save on food waste, because otherwise they would not have a chance to sell these items, most likely, because obviously people gravitate towards good looking fruits and vegetables which are still fresh and in their prime, and which you don't have to necessarily eat right away and can store for a little while. So in order to avoid trashing these things, they try to sell them on a well discounted, cheaper price. As I mentioned, you might not have this in your Lidl store. You can ask maybe if they have it. In one of the stores that I go to, they used to have it. I haven't been there in a long time, so I'm not sure if they still do this, but this is something that you can look out for sure. Another thing that probably most Lidl stores have is Rettemich area, which is basically the same concept as with the fruits and vegetables, just with other grocery items. So anything else which is a shelf-stable grocery item might be in this area, just in a very unorganized manner, all piled up, mix and matched. They might be past limited edition items, past sales items, past holiday related things that are not in high demand at the moment, because let's say in January you might get Christmas related items. In November you might see Halloween related items. So you get the idea. And these are also typically discounted with minus 25% off or even minus 50% off. And of course also items which are getting close to their best buy date. I'm pretty sure that all Lidl has this area. This is on one of the shelves, or maybe even two shelves, but within the same proximity. You will have to have a little bit of patience and dedication to skim through those items, because it is definitely not displayed in an organized manner. So if you don't have the patience or you don't have the will to find a deal there, then it is probably not for you. And then finally, a third thing that you may encounter in the stores, and this is especially in the cooling areas, in the fridge and freezer, where they use stickers to put on certain items which are getting close to their best by date or expiration date, that they still would like to try to sell before it gets to that date, but of course on a cheaper price. So they will put bright orange, I believe, stickers, very well visible on those specific items. And these items will be on the same shelf next to those normal items of the same product, which have a longer expiration date. So you might have one product which has the sticker, and then right next to it another one of the same type without the sticker. And this just means that the one without the sticker has a longer expiration date, so it doesn't have to be discounted, while the one with the sticker is approaching its expiration date. Sometimes when I go to Lidl, I see a lot of these stickers, and other times there are barely any or not at all. It really just depends on what they have on hand in the store and whether or not these things reach their expiration date anytime soon. So these are the three other things that I definitely wanted to raise your attention to, because these are definitely options for you to save a little bit of money on groceries in Lidl. Let us now talk about the Lidl app a little bit. I'm going to give you a quick tour here. On the first page you have just a summary of all the services that they have in the app. You can find the flyers, you can have a shopping list, there are even recipes in German. There is a Rabattsammler that I will tell you about in a bit. And of course there are coupons, and you can choose your preferred store or the store that is closest to you within the app. The selection of your preferred store is important because the coupons available in your application will depend on which store you actually have chosen, because there are in fact differences between the discounts available in one store to the next within the Lidl Plus application. The Rabattsammler or discount collector resets every month, and you can collect your purchases within the application. Every time you scan your app in the store when you are purchasing something in Lidl, it will add the price, the total amount spent to this Rabattsammler, and when you reach a certain total amount spent within the month, at least a minimum of 90 euros at this point, previously it was way lower than that, then you get free products predefined for each month, which are the free products that you can get. Normally they give you a choice between 2 products, but you don't get these automatically upon checkout when you reach that amount, but you receive a coupon for it that you can use within the next 1 or 2 weeks. And then the next time you go to the store and activate that coupon, then you can get the item for free. As I mentioned, the flyers are also available in the app, and there is also a menu point for Aktionen, which kind of collects all the sales per sales cycle and per category, where you can have an overview of all the things which are on sale. And in order to see the flyers of the week, you actually are redirected to the website and to a specific page where the flyer is uploaded. You can also collect and put together your shopping list in the app. I'm not using this functionality because I use my phone's notes app to put together my shopping list, because it's not specific just to Lidl but to all other stores that I usually go to. And then of course the most exciting part, or the most important part, are the coupons available in the app, which are special to the app. These are discounts which are in addition to the sales cycle sales which are available in the flyer. These coupons have to be activated in the app in order to be considered upon checkout. When you click on one of these coupons, it will give you some detailed information on the size of the product that is on sale and some other details about the product. For example, for cooled items or meat products, it will tell you where you can find it, because some of the things might not be obvious if it is a freezer item or a cooled item in the fridge. Then there is usually, not always, but many times, a -10% generic coupon for fruits and vegetables. However, if there are additional coupons in the app for a fruit or a package of fruit or vegetable, these 2 coupons will not be able to be combined with each other. You either use the generic coupon of -10%, and you can use that on any fruit and vegetable. It applies to all fruits and vegetables that you purchase. Or if you want to buy a specific thing which is on discount, which is probably a higher discount, maybe -25% for oranges, then you have to activate that coupon, but you cannot have at the same time the generic fruit and vegetable coupon activated. Just like in the Spar app, you can also decide to receive your payment slips, your receipts within the app without having it printed out and handed over to you, so you can avoid touching the BPA on the receipt and of course save on waste. You can turn this option on and off within the app, whether or not you would like to receive the receipt in the app or physically. But if you receive it in the app, then those are saved for you in the app, and you can always go back to them and check them if you want something. And of course, if you would like to take something back to the store, then you have your proof on hand and you cannot lose it unless you lose your phone. Lidl also has some partners where you can get some discounts with the use of the app. For example, 10% off in Intersport when you rent skis in a ski resort. And just like in the Spar app, there are also some in-app messages that you receive every week. When the new flyer comes out, you receive it. I guess you can turn on the push notifications for this. I don't have them turned on. And you also receive a message when you use your app, when you purchase something, and you receive your receipt. This is a wrap. Thank you very much for tagging along. I hope you got some value out of this video and you get some ideas and tips on how to save on groceries in Lidl. And Lidl doesn't only sell groceries, so you can also save money on clothing, household items, and other things as well, if that's what you are interested in. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any further tips when it comes to shopping in Lidl or in Austria in general, which are the stores that we should go to, and if you have any requests of what I should make a video about next. There will be definitely one more episode of this series coming out about Billa and Billa Plus, so make sure to subscribe and tune in for that, and I'm looking forward to see you at my next videos. Until then, goodbye.